bit of fun. So April and I, our anniversary, Valentine's Day, and my birthday all fall within 2 weeks of each other. What'd you call it?
Happy birth and Val.
Birth and Val. I mentioned this last year when she got me the Lego NES. That's what that was for, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, because all three fall within 2 weeks of each other, instead of doing like a little gift for each of them, she just likes to do one big gift. For then to let that count as all three of them. And this year, something interesting has come up. A store in Greenville has gotten something in their inventory that I've been after for a very long time. And I pointed it out to her and she was like, well, let's go get it. And it will be the gift. So that's where we're on our way to right now. I've never been to their store. I've wanted to go. So we'll check it out. It's a smaller store, I think, but we'll check it out and then we'll be leaving with something that's very, very fun. You excited?
Yes.
I'm excited too. So let's go do that now. What's up, guys? So April is excited for the birth and Val gifts, and there was more. So what you just saw was actually filmed a while ago, and yes, I am wearing the same hoodie, but it has been washed since then, so don't worry. So we went and got the birth and Val gift, and I thought we were done, but then she surprised me with some more stuff. So she's very extra. She's awesome. I love her. I want to go over what actually was the birth and Val gift because I didn't actually show you in the clips. But first, I did pick up a couple of extra things while we were out. We went to that game store, which is called The Poor Gamer in Greenville, South Carolina. And we went to a comic book store in Greenville called Borderlands Comics and Games. Last year, they moved to a new location. And since they've moved to that new location, they have started selling video games as well. Not much, just a small section. And I picked up something there as well. So the first thing I picked up was at the Poor Gamer store. It was an N64 game that I didn't have yet called Off-Road Challenge. I remember playing an off-road game in an arcade like many years ago when I was like really young. And I remember enjoying it. And so to see that there's an N64 game from off-road, that's actually kind of neat. Although it basically is trying to be a cruising game, like Cruising USA. While it does seem like it's fun, it's a little hard to control, and if I want to play a game like that, I probably will just play Cruising. But either way, I have it. It's another one added to the N64 collection. The next thing that I picked up was at the Borderlands store, and it was Secret of Mana. I've always heard good things about the Mana series. I never played them growing up because we didn't have a Super Nintendo. And this is one that I always heard good things about, always wanted to play, but never did like emulate it or anything. So now that I have the actual cartridge, I'm looking forward to hooking up my Super Nintendo and actually giving this a good proper go. It was interesting. It makes me wonder if something might be up with it because they had it marked down a lot. Like this is 40-50 range and they had it for 30. So I'm curious why. Regardless, they had it marked down for a really good deal. So I was like, hey, I want that. So cool. I have Secret of Mana now. The next thing is the last thing that I picked up while we were out that day. I picked up a copy of Metroid Zero Mission. It's come down a lot in price, thank God. So when I first started getting into really wanting the Metroid game, Zero Mission here was like $90. And I was just sitting here like, why? And as of getting this, it's come down in price a lot. And the thing I really like about the Poor Gamer store is he's very open about using price charting as his like basis for pricing all the stuff in his store. And I really appreciate that as somebody who uses price charting as like my own metric for whether or not I'm going to be overpaying for something. So that's really nice to know that when I get something from him, it's going to be priced based off of the same database that I use to see if I'm getting a good deal, you know? Now, this was about 2 weeks ago, I think, that we went to the Poor Gamer store to get the birth and Val gift, and I found this other stuff. And well, last night, April surprised me with some more stuff. She's like ridiculous with how much she loves to give gifts, and I love her to death. So the rest of the gifts that she gave me was 2 N64 games that I didn't have. The first was WrestleMania 2000. What can you say? It's a wrestling game. They are fine. But the other one I'm actually like super interested in is Nightmare Creatures. I played it for about 15 minutes to test it out, and like, this thing's fun. I'd like to find like a PDF of the manual for it, because this feels like a game that has a lot of stuff in the manual that you need to read to get the most out of the game, but it's also like fun. I found myself really enjoying playing it while I was testing it out, so this one I'm definitely coming back to. And now the big gifts. This is one of those things that I saw a Facebook post about it from the store and was like, I kind of need to go get that. And then April told me, well, I want to get you a big gift for the birthday, anniversary, Valentine's Day thing. So let's go get it and I'll buy it for you. And I was like, you don't have to do that, but okay. And so we did. And what we actually went to the store that day to pick up was this. A complete inbox N64. I'm gonna pan around the box to let you get a look at just how good of condition this box is in. I did go ahead and get a big like box protector so that way I can manhandle it a little more and not be concerned about damaging it, because these boxes are getting old, so they're getting more and more fragile. I'm terrified to touch that Master System box again once I have to, which I kind of need to because I need to probably get a box protector for it as well. But as an N64 collector, this has been something that's been on my to-get list for a little while, and to actually have it like complete in box is fantastic. This is going to be a great little display piece up on the shelf behind me in a bunch of videos to come. I'm not going to be able to put it up there to put it in the videos right now because like, where am I going to put it? But once I get a more dedicated space, once we get in a more permanent location and I can actually have a proper game room set up, that's going to be a very central like display piece and talking point. But that wasn't it. Not only did these 2 games surprise me last night, she also had this waiting for me. A complete inbox N64 controller. And it's the green one too. I like the green one. Interestingly enough, I had this exact controller as a kid. You can definitely tell that gift giving is one of her like primary love languages, and I appreciate her so much. So that's the birthday, anniversary, Valentine's Day gift, the Birth Anval. I'm very excited for what's been added to my collection today because this is just phenomenal, and I'm super excited to where I can actually have all this stuff set up, because it's going to be a retro gamer paradise once I actually can get everything together. But for now, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one, y'all.